Chapter 120. The fairy Ziyu is very controlling. Disciple, you're thinking too much. I just saw that his Turian essence energy was rich and needed him to stimulate my dharmic powers to transform. Ziyu chuckled, that's all. You can go back, but Songshi will stay. Sensing that her master's tone had become colder, Liu Ruxu replied tactfully, yes. Indeed, if you're not strong enough, you can't even protect your own man. With some grievances in her heart, Liu Ruxu looked at Songshi reluctantly and turned to leave. Only Songshi was left in the palace. He smiled awkwardly. Senior, you haven't said what the reward is. Ziyu's voice sounded a little more languid and comfortable, as if she enjoyed using her authority to subdue people. The reason she had said so much just now was because Liu Ruxu was her disciple. Otherwise, she would have just snatched Songshi away. Why would she waste her breath? In the cultivation world, the strong were respected. Today, her disciple would probably have internalized how true this saying was. Well, Songshi thought about it carefully and realized that since he had the system, he did not lack anything for the time being. He could only say, you can just owe me one for now. I'll tell you what I need when I think of it. Then come on up. Ziyu's voice became seductive. Come up. Songshi was in a daze. Weren't they cultivating? I'm above you. Ziyu's tone became heavier. Oh. Songshi looked up at the purple moon and felt a little awkward. He admitted that he had misunderstood. Usually, when Liu Ruxu said that, he would really go on her. Stay calm. Isn't she just a golden cord Daoist? She's an old woman. She might be hundreds of years old. She's not worth my attention. Songshi reminded himself. He looked above his head, tapped the ground with his feet, and shot out on the spot. Swoosh! After passing through the first level of space, Songshi landed on the second level, and discovered that there was a translucent layer of jade here. The purple full moon floated in it, emitting powerful energy fluctuations. It was not an ornament, but something formed by nomological power. In the center of the nomological power, there was a faint graceful figure that was constantly emitting this powerful force. This is the nomological power phenomenon. Songshi was astonished. How deep was her nomological power to be able to form a purple moon that looked like a real moon? What are you waiting for? Come here. Ziyu's voice was crisp and pleasant. It was enchantingly moving. Most importantly, she even had a playful smile on her face, making Songshi feel like they were very close. Oh my god, this woman is really a demon. I didn't even see her appearance clearly, but her voice is already bewitching me. Songshi thought to himself. He took a deep breath and slowly walked over. The purple light was very bright and filled the entire second level, which was cold and dreamy. Songshi felt as if he had entered a dream. The closer he got to the center, the more unreal everything became. His heart started beating faster and all sorts of distracting thoughts emerged in his mind. Especially certain unholy thoughts, such as wanting to press this mysterious fairy Ziyu to the ground. Oh no, this is the effect of her magic power. I can't fall for it. Songshi's heart skipped a beat as he hurriedly visualized the lunar star. A cold feeling spread in his mind and quickly suppressed the many evil thoughts. His mind gradually calmed down. Soon, his heart was like the moon. Heart like the moon is a Chinese phrase used to describe a state of calmness and serenity. He didn't feel happy nor sad, and his eyes became a bit brighter and clearer. Ziyu's star-like eyes watched Songshi's changes with a surprised expression. This man could actually remain calm under her, Ziyu's image. This was a little rare. Although she did not take the initiative to activate the power of the illusion, the power she emitted was not something a foundation establishment cultivator could withstand. Previously, she had tried the same thing on a few other men, but none of them were like Songshi, much less in terms of the pure and masculine strength he emitted. There was admiration in her eyes. Not bad. You have a determined mind. I originally wanted you to fall into an illusion and be at my mercy. Songshi's state of mind was almost disrupted by her comment. He asked curiously, what position did you want me to be in? Don't you men only like to think with your lower body? Ziyu rolled her eyes at Songshi. Her flirtatiousness was so enchanting that Songshi almost lost control. His breathing quickened. Senior Ziyu, what technique are you cultivating? Why are you so coquettish? If you don't know how to talk, shut up. Ziyu's gaze turned slightly cold, but she still explained. I cultivate illusion techniques. coupled with my special physique, am quite attractive to men. No wonder. I was just wondering why I felt like I couldn't control my urges when I haven't even seen you. Looks like it's not my problem after all. Songshi raised his head and immediately felt confident. He was definitely not lustful, but this woman was too seductive. You're so annoying. Come here and sit down. Ziyu raised her hand and pointed in front of her. A jade-colored cushion flew out. I haven't seen what you look like. Can you dissipate this light? Songshi was curious. To not be able to see such an enchanting lady right in front of him, Songshi felt like his heart was about to burst. You're not qualified to see my true appearance. Sit down. Ziyu did not give Songshi a chance. Teti, Songshi muttered. Fairy Ziyu frowned. You should be respectful in front of me. No matter what, I am still considered your Dao companion right now. Why must I be respectful? Songshi was a little unhappy. He had to give up his cultivation, yet he was not even allowed to take a look. Are you provoking? Ziyu's aura became dangerous. You're wrong. I'm teasing you. Why? If you want to attack me, remember that I can't help you cultivate if I am injured. Songshi shrugged. He was sure that Ziyu really wanted to use him to make some breakthroughs. Moreover, he was not afraid of death, so he did not have much to lose. Ziyu stared at Songshi in silence. An invisible pressure appeared, and Songshi's body became heavy. He walked over and sat down on the futon. He continued teasing. Ziyu, you don't have a Dao companion yet, right? Let me guess. You probably have someone as a backup though, right? Ximenli is one of them, right? I think so too. That's why that guy was filled with so much hostility when he first saw me. A smile appeared in Ziyu's eyes. You're quite smart. My cultivation technique has indeed reached a bottleneck and I need someone's help to break through. I've tried doing so with my disciple, Simon, before, but his strength is not pure and masculine enough. It's not suitable. It's best to get someone like you. So it's because of the cultivation technique. Why didn't you find a golden core cultivator? Songshi was puzzled. With your status, a foundation establishment cultivator, like me, is indeed not qualified to fuel cultivate with you. It's not easy to control a golden core cultivator. Do you understand? Ziyu sneered. Oh, so you're a woman with a strong desire for control. You're wrong. It's just for my safety. Immortal cultivators are cold-hearted and like to scheme against each other. It's hard to tell what the human heart feels. I'm worried about handing over my future to the hands of others. Ziyu's eyes were filled with pride, and she suddenly became noble and elegant, as domineering as an empress. I'd rather rely on myself a little more than let other men betray me. Alright, how domineering. Sensing easy to control, let's begin then. Songshi understood what Ziyu's reason and stopped teasing her. Seeing that Songshi was tactful, Ziyu threw out a jade slip. Memorize the contents with your divine consciousness. Then, use a mystic technique to sync your essence energy with mine. Songshi held the jade slip and closed his eyes to probe it. At the same time, he secretly used his great yin form observation to spy on Ziyu's appearance. She's perfect. Songshi could not help but sigh. He felt that this woman was even more perfect than Liu Ruxu. Perhaps this was the effect of having a higher cultivation level.